All right. So I know that I do want to color this, right? I
Okay.
want to color this, but I'm not sure exactly what colors I want to do. I have an idea, right? So I think I want to start off with like a light green, almost yellow in the background, and then
Okay.
progressively like get darker. You know what I mean? So it'd be like light green in the middle, like if there is sunlight behind them. I can do
Okay.
the shadows in like blue, right? That could
Yeah.
be like a shadow color. And then I want moss on the trees. The trees are going to be brown, of course. I'll start off with like a light brown and then progressively get to a darker brown. And
Enter
then,
300 says moonlight is better.
huh?
Enter 300 says moonlight is better. So real quick, I was gonna say, welcome
Yeah,
in everybody.
moonlight would be.
Everybody
So,
just beautiful. So
so I feel like, but so the whole premise is because he's jungle. So the hue overall is going to be more green anyway.
right.
Um,
CXS says, who what the monkey balls? This is awesome.
Thank you, bro. What the monkey balls? How you guys doing? Thank you guys for joining. I'm
By
your
the way,
boy
it's kind
D
of crazy.
Graves.
It's kind of crazy. CXS pulled right up like on that whole idea that it was a jungle motif with the whole idea of monkey nuts.
Right. You're wild. So yeah. So this
Your kid's not doing his homework, is he in there?
you for what?
I said, your kid's not doing his homework where you can hear me, is he?
Why? Oh.
When you guys talk to each
um. So I want to like clean up some of these lines. And I'm sorry, Joe. Did you said something to me, right?
I was gonna say welcome in Mrs. Leaf, but no, CXS says,
Oh,
I'm sorry,
leaps.
that moonlight is better. So
Yeah. Yeah. No, I get that. I want to put some. Let's clean up some of these lines a little bit,
yeah,
and I do want to color this. So
but me personally, I was realistically listening to what you were pitching because honestly, typically, I mean, I want to hear like what the whole idea was going to be, before I tear it down. Welcome in, Huff.
you know what? That's actually development. Good job. Good job on your part.
Thank you.
You've made a lot of improvements since we started streaming together.
No, I honestly I like the idea. I mean, Inner 300 has I mean, I like the idea of moonlight as well, except that it would make a lot of dark in that area. I mean, and where you were wanting to go with like a slightly lighter background, um, it would kind of really offset like how dark Black Panther is going to be right in the center of all that.
Yeah. So let's try it again. And that I mean that was a great suggestion too. So moonlight would be an ideal color, but to make him stand out, if I start closest around him with like a light green, because he's in the forest, so it's gonna get darker. For the shadows and stuff, I can use a blue. Even with him on his color, because in the comics when it's black, it's kind of like blue anyway, like
Yep.
his highlights would be blue and stuff. But I can do like a dark blue. Um,
Or you could go with grays, but
Grays, I can do even like a purple for him,
yeah, which would
because
be
that
really sexy too. I've seen a lot of that, and it does look really cool. I agree
right
with you.
that fits his motif.
And
Um,
I tell people that all the time, like when you're doing like Moonlight or something like that,
mhm.
you don't always have to like do Moonlight like solid white. Sometimes you can, have him pick up like the surrounding area colors, and it makes the parts that of his costume that are white when you just do the white highlights really make it pop a whole lot more. So
Yeah,
if you have like a blood moon and you make his costume slightly pinkish or something like that, it really pops. It really does.
yeah. It really does.
Emma Douglas Hart, welcome in. Cody Cub, glad to have you guys.
Welcome in, you guys. Thank you for being here. We're gonna see if we can finish this cover. So far, I'm liking the way it looks. You know, you
No,
hope that you get this far and you don't mess it up to some degree.
yeah, honestly, I haven't seen anybody poo-poo on this comic. Cody Cub even says it's looking good and nice work.
Thank you.
Honestly, dude, the last couple, I mean, not that any of the ones previous to that weren't good, but the last couple of covers that you've done, you've really killed.
I've been dialed in, man. I've really been
You
dialed in and trying to kick it up a notch. So I want to show you guys how everything ended with the other covers. All right. So here's the cover that we did for the Mummy. I like how this came out. I do see some things that I would have maybe gone a different way, but overall, I do like how this. Thank you. I appreciate you, bro. So, this is one cover. This is the Martian Manhunter cover that we finished. I'm gonna probably throw some splatters on there for the stars and all of that, but I haven't done it yet.
And by the way, CXS, I saw your Joker cover with
Oh
Big C.
man,
It was
it
really
looks
cool.
legit, dude. It really does. That look dope. I guess you are right. You'll make a formidable foe. He said that I was his nemesis in the
Oh, really?
stream. Yeah, because I was like, who drew this? And I should have known that it was his.
You know, the nice thing about me is I'm really nobody's nemesis. I'm kind of like that villain that everybody fights, but they beat the crap out of, and then move on to the next guy.
Right. They use you as practice or like confidence builders.
Yeah, CXS says don't fall asleep. Back in the day in DC Comics, I would have been Dr. Light.
Dr. Light.
Yeah. Yeah, boy, there's a history to that, and I'm not sure I really like that analogy now that I think about it.
I don't.
So they had this big crossover in DC Comics called Identity Crisis,
Mm-hmm.
and in it they were kind of explaining why, like for example, Dr. Light, like why he was always like the joke, like of the villains, why he was always so easily manhandled and like taken down, and it turned out that they kind of did this whole in-depth kind of a deal, and he had found Dr. Light at one point was like a real nasty villain, and he had found out like some of their identities and stuff like that, who they really were, and had gotten even to close to like a elongated man's wife and had raped her and stuff like that.
Wow.
And so the Justice League, some of the members had gotten together with John Jones and decided, you know what, we can't have him like free. We can't throw him in prison because he's going to tell everybody our stuff. So they mind wiped him, and in the process of mind wiping him, they like basically reduced his IQ to like 65. And yeah, it was like a kind of like a rough like deal. So
They gave that boy.
like, yeah.
They gave that boy the okie doke, huh?
Yeah.
They said
So
never again.
it was kind of a cool story, like I said, because there was a lot of division in and amongst the Justice League. Because obviously there's characters like Batman that's like, no, we shouldn't be doing this, and there's other ones that are like, yeah, we absolutely should. So Shui Collectibles is here. Ruckix, welcome in.
Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Right now, I'm just cleaning up some of these lines, and I do want to start coloring this. So we'll see what we get to. But in the meantime, you guys can hang out and all that jazz. Listen to Joe tell fun facts that nobody asked for.
Yeah, I got tons of them.
That'd be the highlight of my day sometimes. Man, so You had to drive 5 hours.
No, just an hour and a half one way.
Oh, okay.
But then I had to stay there all day and walk some stuff out. Those subdivisions.
Yeah.
Basically, it was the information that I'm trying to figure out the best way to put this. That's like not like stupid. Basically, somebody like didn't do their job, and then we had to go back over the entire project to say what really was done and what really wasn't done, so that the project could be completed, so that one, customers could get their service and the contractor could get paid.
Yeah. Oh man.
And it legitimately came down to the entire neighborhood was active, and it was just missing like a 60 foot of cable.
Oh, dude.
But it was whatever. I mean, it was found, it was taken care of, and it's going to get addressed, and it'll be fixed. But it was still like, you know, it's something that somebody else could have done that actually like worked in that area, but instead they had to bring other people in. It's like, yeah, it's not that we're not busy. I mean, but CXS says, yo, I sent you a new 5x7 piece, bro. Check it out when you are free.
For sure. For sure. Man, I'm gonna have to. So I was even thinking about my next cover being. So you know how I got that 80th anniversary of the Joker?
Yeah.
So I was kind of thinking of some ideas that I might try to pull off for that, right? I'm gonna run one of them past you. So say this is the cover, and I was gonna take maybe four of, or maybe two of the best versions of the Joker that I like. Maybe like for just kicks and giggles, let's say like the Heath Ledger and like I don't know the animated version or something. And I have the face like every other square. You know what I mean? So if you divide the face in four, this corner would be of one version, and this would be of the other version. So you'll see like the mouth and the eye of the Joker, and this one and this one. I mean, well, it's going to be the Joker. It's going to be a Joker headshot, but it's going to be maybe like two versions of them, like the Heath Ledger version, or I guess that would be the Dark Knight, or like the animated series version.
So we were talking about that. It made me think about doing like a Joker cover, but I don't have any covers to do it. But maybe I just would do the drawing. But I think again, it would be one of those drawings that like 3% of the population would get.
Right.
So.
Oh. So was that a good idea, or did you just change it for no? You just completely changed the subject. He said, "Yeah, we're not moving on."
No, I like that idea. I apologize, but
no, you're good, bro.
I thought I said it, but it was just in my head. So
yeah. So I want this. So like I really want to start plotting out what I'm going to do on that background as I do some more hatching on this figure. So like I said, bro, I've really been dialed in, just kind of like trying to hone in on all these covers, especially if I'm gonna be beefing with like CSX and stuff.
Yeah, I know, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna have to start upping your game.
Heck yeah. Hopefully this is all translating good. I think I want to bring this shadow up. Huh?
That looks great so far.
Thank you.
Welcome in.
I think that was your chair. Was that your chair? That squeaking noise?
Maybe. It's an older chair. You know, I rescued it from a dumpster, so.
I like playing with Black Panther and all his shadow shapes.
Yeah.
Like, you can't go wrong with it. Thank you. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you guys for being here. We're trying to figure out how we're going to take this cover to the next level.
CXS says that he's got some fire covers coming in.
So do I. Which ones do you have coming in? He's like, I don't want to tell you. I got a Miles Morales cover coming in. I got like the Venom separation anxiety, I think. Something like that. Let's clean this up. Oh, that's popping, huh? You might want to turn that heat down. If you hear a loud explosion over here, Joe.
Yeah, I did. I thought she dropped something on the floor.
Nah, not yet.
Or it was hot.
Yeah, it was hot. Turn the heat down.
Oh, welcome in, Papa Smitty.
Smitty, what's up, man?
So you don't know who Psycho Pirate is, right?
No.
All right. So he's an older DC villain, and he has no powers of his own, but he has this artifact called the Medusa Mask, and whoever's like wearing the Medusa Mask can essentially like manipulate people's emotions. And during the Crisis on Infinite Earths, like the anti-monitor like amps up Psycho Pirate's Medusa Mask's powers to the point where he can manipulate the emotions of an entire planet at one time. But I was sitting there thinking, like, when you're talking about doing a Joker mask, I mean a Joker thing, I thought like, oh, it'd be kind of cool to like be drawing like a Psycho Pirate, but like have him like pulling off the mask, and behind the mask you can see it's not Psycho Pirate, but it's Joker. Because the Medusa mask is like a full, you can't see like any part of the person's face behind it. So
you're gonna have to.
Pop Smitty says 6 shadows deep.
Thank you. Thank you, dude.
See, that says his cover's coming in. He's got Panther, Magic, Planet Hulk, Spawn, Red Hulk, Hell Sonya. Hopefully the Mummy, if Diamond stopped playing with him.
Trying to get that Mummy cover, huh?
Well, he saw what you did. He's like, whoop, I gotta up it up.
For real.
Then I wish I knew you were on, D. I would have rated with one other in my show.
Oh.
You know what, Papa? That's okay. We're just happy to have you.
Yep. Thank you for being here as always.
Leaf Slayer says, ooh, nice.
Thank you. So, do you think there's a wrong way to do shadows with Black Panther?
Probably.
And
Custom Cut rated you with a party of 5.
Custom Cut? What?
Yep.
Dang, you finished your show fast, bro.
CXS says, bro, I got it pulled the other day. It came out of my local store and did not get the shipment.
Oh, dang.
Somebody says, thanks, I'm working on a Namor full body commish.
Are you?
Yeah. And Ellie says, Graves and Joe.
What's up?
It is both of us.
What is up?
Leaf Slayer says, I really dig the shadows. Custom Cut says, yeah, I got the family stuff tonight. Ellie says, I might have to send you boys a picture of it finished. That's good because I got to see it started.
Oh, yeah. I saw what he was doing. I saw him make the first few cuts, but we had to get ready for the show.
Papa says there's no wrong in your shadows. Yeah, that's correct. There's a wrong way to do shadows, but I'm not seeing it on yours.
Thank you.
That's for sure. Arcane Indigo says looks great.
Thank you. So do you guys look? I'll show you the 2 other covers that we have. You guys saw me working on this.
EXS says boo, LOL.
And the Mummy right here. And I'm thinking about putting these up Actually, they might be in the bin, so let's see if I can.
Custom Cut says nice.
Thank you.
And if you guys are interested in any of this stuff, you guys can buy it all at full price. D is working on layaway and potentially using EBT.
We never agreed on the EBT part.
Somebody says, I'm doing a sketch cover every week now because of you.
That's right.
This Panther.
That's what I'm talking about. He said every week I'm doing one.
CXS says we take food stamps. CXS, man, his wife said food's expensive. You gotta pay for it somehow.
For real.
Joe, you ready for yours? My what?
All right.
Leaf says, when is that Martian Manhunter going up?
I'm about to do it right now. I'm starting to let's start the bin on it or the auction.
So Ellie said FFS Joe. I have no idea what the double F and the S means.
I don't know.
Maybe F and fatties? I don't know. Oh, sketch covers. I don't have any sketch covers. I've actually gone to a couple places around where I live, and most people around here don't do sketch covers, or they don't order them in. So I don't know. Yeah. So obviously he says that he only has 15. Well, I've got 2, but I've already promised to send them to D, so I'm not going to mess with them. So.
Who was it that asked for the Martian Manhunter? It was Miss Leaps, was it?
I don't know. I gotta look here.
I get majority of my my from Leaps.
Yeah.
I get majority of my blanks from them. So I just put the mummy up real quick, and then I'll run the Martian Manhunter. Because actually, I got that from them.
I'll be honest with you. I'm not. I don't know. I'm on the fence about doing covers right now.
Why?
I don't know. I feel like probably how you did in the very beginning. I'm very hesitant because I feel like it's a one shot kind of a thing,
Yeah. So. It really is. Oh, did I not even put it in there?
This is not. Yeah, I saw the mummy one, but I didn't see your other one. And then so Popsky says 5, 6 random covers, and Miss Sleep says hardest packs are the best.
Yes. So for $15, what is it? I think it's like 4 sketch covers, and they choose them randomly. So you don't really know. You get like there's a bunch of them in there, and you can get one of the ones that they have. You just don't know what you're gonna get.
I would probably buy that, and then I'd get the stuff in the mail, and I'd be like, "Oh my god, I got Archie's and Barbie." Mm-hmm. Nothing against Archie's and Barbie, but guess you can't draw either.
Martian Manhunter.
This is joined. But yeah, you're Martian Manhunter. You're putting that up right now?
Yeah.
Kelly says, okay, the picture I did, y'all wouldn't fit the whole cover, but pick up the most important parts. CXS says, who does randos?
Who does what?
Who does randos?
Are you talking about? I don't know. I don't know what.
I guess like the random pull of comic book covers. Joe, you should practice some designs on paper, then do some covers. Your style is sick. It's just a canvas.
That's easier said than done though, because it's like you can have a cool design, but you still gotta transfer it over. You still gotta do all the cool stuff.
And I appreciate the compliment. I just and it just welcome in Earth Billy, and CXS was talking about like random sketch covers.
All right, let's see if we can do some
Color
color
swatches.
swatches. All right, so I have a few ideas, and I have a few different options that we can do. So we're gonna have some greens. We're gonna use some greens. We're gonna use some like blues for the shadow. I need brown.
I think you'd be fine senior style. Maybe. I mean, I know like I can go heavy with the markers occasionally, and like so when I look at like the back of the page, you know, like I'm using the Bristol board, then the markers like start to kind of really poke through the back of that. So I would definitely have to protect the back side of that cover so that it doesn't leak through on like whatever's behind it.
I was before this show because we're doing Black Panther. I had did a sketch. I like the up close one.
I did too.
Look, I bought this from Joey. So
That's Joey Lee.
Joey Lee on the cover.
Nice.
Yep.
Ellie says yours turned out so much better than mine. And Papa said he said what? So
Yeah. All right. So here we go. Let's do some swatches, you guys. So if I sit, he's in the forest and all of that, and it's going to be dark, but the lightest part might be this green, to set the hue of the whole scene. PB27. Realistically, it would be more efficient if I had did this before the stream, but don't you guys want to be part of this?
oh yeah, this is why I show up.
This is why you show up. I knew it. So look, we have this screen right here, which is going to be another form. That could be some shadow. PB28. I need a mossy green, which could be all of them, a mixture of all the ones that I'm going to be swatching. This is PB31. These are some good greens. PB31. How's it looking over on YouTube?
But some people sitting there saying, Cupid Scotty, oh my God, I love this. Cupid Scotty says hi. Ashley Flores says hi. Margie Collins says hi. And Benito 7622 says, how been?
What up? Hello to you all. Thank you guys for stopping by. We're trying to figure out some colors so I can take this to the next level. PB44. PB44. And this is 42. Oops. That color is rich. It's funny how these most of these Prismacolors are still good. Can't say the same for the Copics.
Yeah, well.
So this is a good brown right here. It's really light. This could be the first layer, PB69.
Right.
And then I have this darker one right here, which is PB88, which seems a little bit darker, but not too dark. PB88. B88. Let's see if I have another darker brown just in case. I don't think I do. Well, I have a lighter one. I have a light tan. Maybe that's lighter than the PB69. So this is good.
I wouldn't
PB.
say it's lighter, it's just different.
Yeah, it's a different hue. PB95.
Silver Rising joined. Welcome in, man.
Silver Rising. Thank you for being here. All right, you guys. So for now, these are the color swatches that we have. I think we're going to be working with these to see if we can start moving. So I am going to start with, I really want to start with the light green around him and work my way out. I can
Right.
have it get darker around these edges. These vines are going to be green. This tree is going to have moss on it and stuff. So I got to keep that in mind too. Moss is going to be on the top part. So I'm trying to map all this out. All right. Whatever. Let's just go with it. How you
Yep.
feeling, Joe?
So far, so good, man.
It would suck to start off and then be like, damn.
That's what I would be afraid of. Just that's why when Pop is talking about doing covers, I'm like,
I know. It's really you know, it's a Friday. Do I have a lighter one? But I don't want to go too light. What is this? This is Deco Yellow. I don't think I want to do that. This is Lime Peel and Spring Green. That's too green. All right. Oh.
how long ago did you buy those Prismacolor pens?
Um, it's been a while, actually. I would definitely say it's been like over a year.
And they still work pretty good.
Better than the Copics.
I wonder, like, I wonder if it's the size of the reservoir that they've got built into the pin. You know,
Yeah, because they are kind of fat.
girthy.
Mm-hmm. They got a little width on them.
Yeah, I love the Copics, but it's not. They have their own problems. That's for sure.
Yeah. But you know what? I when I bought my Copics, dude, I did the dumb thing and I just like jumped in with both feet. I didn't start off like my wife had bought me a 12 pack of the
Yeah.
grays, and I think it was after I saw like I don't know if it was David Finch or someone, but I saw them use it and I was like, man, I want to really start coloring my art, taking it up to the next level and stuff like that, right?
Right.
And then I bought a freaking 72 pack and just went like that.
CXS says, "Have a good night, man. Got to work in the morning.
Yeah,
So
bro.
have a good night, man. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Thank
Have
you
a good
for
one. Thank you
thanks
for
for stopping
stopping
by.
by. Get on my head,
Absolutely.
bro. Yeah, he said he had like a long day at work, so he was
I know how it feels.
yeah.
Yeah, it's just that's kind of similar to me. I mean, it wasn't like David Finch. I don't remember honestly who it was, but it took me like almost a year to pull the trigger on getting the Copics. you know, because I was
Hmm.
working with like other stuff, but nothing. I mean, I'd never used Prismacolor markers. I'd never used markers to any real degree. I just pretty much used like pencils, and
Hmm.
I wanted to try the marker because I really liked the way that the multimedia work looked. Um, but my first venture was I bought like all three of like the grayscales.
Hmm.
So the cool, the neutral, and the warm, and I just wanted to try and get a handle on what it was like just to work with grayscale. And then I bought some other colors from there, and then yeah. And I'm surprised, honestly, that like any of my neutral grays still work. So
Yeah.
I'll probably have to buy more of those or refills of those soon enough.
At this point, I would say I've probably bought like 4 or 5 packs of the 12 pack of the like cool grays. I use them so much.
Yeah, and they are cheap.
They're not. And you know what? What's crazy, bro, is I do have like I have warm gray, I have neutral gray, but I don't ever use them.
I use neutral gray more than I use just about everything else.
Really.
Yeah, World Bid 5, welcome in.
Welcome
Or it
in.
could be 5 could be an S the way that they got, so it could be World Bids.
Welcome
So,
in.
welcome in, Worldly.
We're gonna have to
Yeah,
trust the
I,
process on this one, bro.
yeah. I'm interested to see how it's going to go. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, me too. You didn't have to say that with like such little confidence.
No, no, it's not really confident. It's like sometimes you're just like, like I know what the script says, but let's see how the movie's actually filmed.
Right. I'm trying to be light with it so it don't like bleed through too much and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I would be super afraid of because I am not light with markers.
I'm definitely getting lighter, but I try to lay down with a clean line so it's not like so streaky.
Yeah,
We're gonna have a lot of greens, a lot of darker greens, browns. Like I said, I really want to try something with the shadows. If good thing is, I actually have like 5 of these covers. So
Papa Smitty came back.
welcome back, Smitty. Uh, Leaps, if you're still in here, have me a Black Panther cover on the ready just in case.
On the standby.
Yeah, in case we throw up a brick.
I think it'll turn out fine.
It's gonna turn out how it turns out.
Forgiven for you. Welcome in.
Welcome in and thank you for joining the stream. I appreciate you being here. Me and Joe. This is the thing about art, you guys. You just sometimes you have to just go for it.
Yeah.
That's why I've
Just so you
been
know, for me, 90% of the time it doesn't work out in my favor.
whatever, bro. Your work is all clean and well thought out.
You're not being serious because
Yes, I
you
am.
want to know you want to know how much I think about like what I'm doing on paper is I sit there and say, who am I drawing today? That's about as much thought as I put into it. Yeah, I wish I had like the mental capacity to actually kind of think in advance exactly what the page is going to look like in my mind. You know, I mean, 'cause sometimes I can see like who I want to draw and how I want to draw them, and then like after I think about the characters and what I'm doing with them, then I'll be like, oh yeah, what am I doing with the background?
Yeah, the background for me is always an afterthought because I'm still, at the end of the day, I'm still like challenging myself and trying to learn a few different things. Um, is a lot of the like the character work that I'm still really focused on.
Yeah.
And we're not even talking about coloring. Like that's a whole nother thing if you want to be real about it.
Eliana says I effed up on my DBZ drawing and a couple of crying emojis.
How? What'd you do?
And there's only two crying emojis, so it's not that big of an F up. My son's in the background, like, kind of laughing. I said that. Ellie says I screwed up the coloring. Not necessarily. All you can do is just sit there and say it's an alternate way of them going Super Saiyan. Ellie says, "Shut up, Joe." It's the line that I screwed up on.
That might have been the best response. She said,
I'm trying to be helpful to these people, and all I get is "Shut it, Joe." I mean, it's just like, "Hey, shut it, Joe."
"Right, you be getting by Roger, like bye Roger from Sister Sister." You know what I'm talking about?
Right? Yes.
Did you ever watch that show? I know it
Not
probably not.
religiously, but I watched it enough to get the reference.
Okay, good, good. As long as that landed, that's all that matters. Bye Roger.
Ellie says, "Shut it, Meg."
Right. And this marker is juicy.
That's good. I mean, realistically, I guess what this is telling you is next time you got to buy more markers, buy more Prismacolor.
I was actually thinking about using, so I have markers for days. I might as well just stop complaining about Copics because I have so many options right now. Remember
Right?
when I did that Omni Man and Invincible on live on YouTube?
Yeah. Yeah.
I still have those markers that I use for that. I still have that other like set of markers. I think it's like a traveling set. Those are out where I go when I go to shows. If I feel so inclined to draw on location, those are the markers that I use.
As you can hear it squeaking.
Who can hear it squeaking?
Ellie can occasionally.
Yeah.
almost done with the green, or at least the first layer.
Yeah. And I'm trying to do this quickly too, so it's not boring.
I don't think it's boring. I really don't, and I'm pretty sure Ellie doesn't think like that either, because it seems like Ellie enjoys the coloring process. Period. So I don't know. I like all of it. So yeah, Ellie says nope. I'm very amused. Pop Spinny says it's not boring.
All right, good.
So you ready for your next fun fact that you didn't know you needed today?
Yeah, hit me.
All right. So Mongolia. So have you ever heard the term "land of milk and honey"? That
Yeah.
term actually came because of Mongolia. So because they actually have flowers and weeds in Mongolia that, like, when you pick the flower and you break the stem and squeeze it, it has a white liquid that comes out of it that tastes just like milk. And there's other flowers that, like the petals, have a very similar flavor to honey. So that's where the term "land of milk and honey" comes from.
Interesting. I thought
And
that was biblical.
that was all BS because it's April Fool's Day.
Ah, you.
Ellie says, "Penguin do indeed have knees." There you go. I like that one. And Papa Smitty says, "When will you work on Maggot?"
When I go back to Maggot, because I started working on it and you didn't show up until mad late.
I love how you drop it right back in his lap.
So I did work on it, but you didn't show up. So then I moved on to other things. But I'm gonna be working on it. What?
You don't have to put up with this, Papa Smitty.
Ooh, Joe said if you'd have got it from me, you would have had the piece done already.
No, that would not have told him that, because I can't tell you I would have been drawing Maggot. Papa Smitty says, "My fault, not LOL."
Yeah, what took you so long to get to the show, B?
His notifications didn't show up that day. That's what he said.
That's what he told us.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, so that first color is there.
He says he didn't know you were on.
And we were on for we were on for a while before you came.
Like 4.5 hours.
Mm-hmm. All on one sketch.
Yep.
All right. So these are trees. This is going to be moss. That's going to be a shadow. This is going to be a tree. PV69.
Yeah, Papa's Biddy, he didn't get the notification because his phone was on the charger turned off in the other room. I think that's what happens to me usually.
So, like I said at the beginning of the show, with this, we just gonna have to trust the process on this because it's gonna be a lot of build up. You know, I'm gonna be doing like some lighter shades, and then we're gonna be going in with darker tones.
Hey Ellie, that cover looks really cool.
What happened? Oh, for the picture she sent.
Yeah. Joseph just, hey, welcome in Legal Bernie.
Legal burning. What's up, dude? How you doing, man?
Yeah, Kelly said, yeah, it turned out amazing. It did. It looks really, really cool. Legal Burning says, good evening.
I got a chance to catch him do some work the other day. This dude's his work is phenomenal.
Yeah, I watched a couple of episodes of his.
He was working on a wood piece when I went in. It was he was doing grouped.
Kelly says a person bought it and is getting it sent to CGC.
Nice.
Wow,
So your
that's
cover
awesome.
already got sold.
Already got appropriated. Yeah, and then Joseph texted me, let me know that that drawing that I sent him, the Hail Cobra,
Hmm.
got to him, and he said it looks amazing. So he says he's hoping that it's gonna go for $200 or $300. I'm like, yeah, I hope it goes for that for you too, man.
For real,
So,
dude. I'm excited to see what any of this stuff goes for. To be honest with you.
yeah, I kind of want to like watch it that week. I think it's scheduled to be on like right after like mine would normally end. So yeah, I'll probably end up like sticking around on whatnot afterwards, or like whatever we need to do.
Hmm.
Dabbit, welcome.
Welcome in. Welcome in.
So I'm not sure you ever actually answered Papa Smitty's question.
Um, when am I going to be doing it? Like on live or what?
I don't know. Like, I guess when are you going to be getting back to Maggot?
I'll be getting back to it this week for sure. I will be going to work tomorrow. I work Wednesday through Thursday, no, Friday, Wednesday through Friday. Um, so I'll be doing it maybe this weekend, and at the very least, we'll complete it. But you know what? You know what is the problem I've been running into?
What?
Um, so I think I talked to you about it. I had bought ink for my printer, and
Yeah,
it
you told me
was
about your printer issues.
yeah. So it hasn't been printing out to the quality standard that I'm used to. So
So you got those cartridges off of Amazon. Were they refurbished or were they brand new?
no, they definitely had the refurbished um, feel to it because it wasn't like um, Canon wrapping and stuff.
Oh,
But I just spent the bread and ordered the new like Canon ones.
right.
But they're gonna be coming in like a week or two. So I'll be getting back to printing soon. Oh, I also didn't tell you that I booked another show um, at the comic shop. So I'll be
Oh,
there. I'll be back there on the 27th of this month.
27th of this month is a Sunday.
Yeah,
Nice.
typically it's going to be on Sundays. Oops. So I realized that I have to do this right here.
It's Sarah. She showed up.
Thank you. Welcome in. Um. So Smitty, are you ready to finish the transaction, or are you still gotta wait?
Marla Klong, welcome in.
Welcome in. Welcome in.
He says, I'll be ready by Friday.
Okay. You know, I still got to send out your white sword. So, white sword is the one that you're currently finishing up the transaction on, and then maggot is what I just started my sketch for. The good thing about trees is they're textured, so you don't really have to follow like a
Yeah, a line.
certain. Yeah. In fact,
Yeah.
it's best that you don't follow
Yeah.
lines, you know?
Josa joined and says, Ultimate Black Panther! Exclamation mark, exclamation mark.
No, not ultimate. I don't really like the look of the ultimate. I like the story. I did read the story. I have I think issues like 1 through 6, I think. So I like the story, but I don't know if I'm digging how they the approach that they took with the mask.
Puffsman says the Ultimate Killmonger is sick, and he says, yes, I'll either pay all or half for Maggot if it's cool Friday.
Uh, if it's cool, if
I think he means if it's okay for him to pay on Friday.
oh
I did the pause and stuff specifically
yeah,
in case your drawing is cool.
bro, you're about to get blocked.
Joseph's got he's the Papa Spinning says half for Maggot, so Joseph's laughing about that one. So.
Freaking Joe, why are you such a trash starter, bro?
Oh
Lord. All right, so I don't care what you say, man. I think this is already starting off pretty cool. I just
I
got
didn't
to
see anything negative. I promise you I didn't.
I just got to trust the process.
That's correct. So yeah, Joseph, this is not Ultimate Black Panther. This is the Ultimates, and they were a run of comics that were basically like really OP, super powered, or and super smart characters in Marvel Comics that went around in the multiverse and fixed issues and beat the heck up out of Beyonders and Galactus and stuff. And then Joseph says, "Filthy maggot," and then Papa Spring said, "LOL."
So, Smitty, let me ask you this. Are you saying that you were not impressed with what you saw with that sketch? What are your thoughts on that?
Oh.
This is a safe space.
Joseph says, "Is this the older in?" Question mark.
The older issue?
He said in question mark. So my best is realistically.
Is this the older one?
It's technically 616.
Yeah.
But it's it's I would say it's probably like somewhere in the neighborhood of like 7 or 8 years old.
Man, so now I really realize that like all the homies are really in here right now, so it's like the pressure's on.
Yeah, Pumpkin says no. I love the Maggot sketch. I just don't know if I'll be able to pay full for Maggot on Friday.
Oh, yeah, don't like overly stress on that. We've already established the type of relationship to where like I know that you're good for it. So just as long as you keep doing what you're doing and you don't try to like start ducking and dodging me. Like when I call, pick up. You know what I'm saying? Like don't be sending me the voicemail and stuff talking about, oh yeah.
Ellie says, I'm back. My phone wigged out.
Mm.
That's exactly what happened to Papa Smitty the other night. Ellie says, watches the phone rings while Graves calls. Papa Smitty says, you called?
Just testing.
Oh, I tell you what, that would be, if I could have a voice like somebody, would be like the old guy that did Lurch for the Addams Family. The whole you rang. Yes. That's how you gotta answer a phone. Joseph says, Joe, that G.I. Joe sketch is freaking amazing. I'm glad you like it, dude. I really am. So, and Ellie says, I will watch it ring and then text back a second later.
Yeah. You know what? That sounds too right.
And then Papa Smitty says he types and then a bunch of like I'm guessing it's basically shit.
Yeah.
His type.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Joseph says I bet it gets $200 or more. You know what? I hope it does for you too, dude. I hope it does. I tried to send you something that was worthwhile.
For
At
real.
least I felt like it was worthwhile. So Ellie says if you want to talk, text me. Make sure you text and you have zero pronunciation. You forget where all the commas and the periods go, and everything's in caps. Papa Smee says I'm gonna start combining cover sketches, and Ellie says, I don't mind that. It doesn't bug me as much. And then Joseph says the Black Panther looks like he is popping out of the cover.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Like, that's what I was going for. Like, look at that. Don't he look cool though? Come
It almost
on.
has a three. It really, honestly, just like Joseph said, it almost has like a 3D look about it. I don't know what that word is, Papa Smitty. And trying remarks.
Remarks. So
Remarks.
remarks is when you just draw on the cover that's already done. So you're not taking a sketch cover. You're taking an actual cover and you'll do like a headshot of one of the characters on the cover. Do you know what I mean?
No, I don't. I'm gonna have to see how that's done.
All right. So say this is a comic book character, right? I would do a headshot of Martian Manhunter up here or down here. Or
Like how like Marvel used to have like the up in the corner and stuff like that. They'd have like the Spider-Mans or something like that.
yeah, it's called a remark. So it's
okay. I never knew that's what it was called.
Yeah, it's called a remark.
He's like, you don't know what that's called or what that is, Joe? Amateur. You're not wrong.
Right.
I'm still new to all of this, so.
But
Ellie says it really does have a 3D look, and Joseph says it's awesome.
Thank you.
I'm trying to get better, Papa. I even told Dee that I had like ordered myself some business cards so that when people actually order from me, I can throw a business card in there in the package when it goes out the door to them.
If only he knew they don't care about the business cards, just the artwork.
Well, you know what? The business card really is. I mean, I guess in a way, it's me giving them the business. And Pop Smith says, honestly, when I first saw the word, I didn't know what it was either. So yeah, well, I had to have somebody explain it to me, so I appreciate it.
At least it was your best bud, right?
That's right.
And I wasn't a jerk about it.
That's right. I didn't have to like stand up in front of the class and feel like I was a dummy.
Mm-hmm.
I got to hang out with some of my best friends, and they could all basically say, "Are you a dummy?"
Yeah.
Let's see. Ellie says, "I didn't know that's how you spelled it." LOL. Oh, first alert weather team. Stupid notification. Doesn't matter how many times I mute that thing, it always comes back.
So I'm went to
like the Legion meeting, so she'll probably be back like next half hour. Hey, give me a second. I have to go downstairs, and my son thinks that my mom took off a while back. Thinks that like her dog maybe has eaten all of her TV remotes. So I gotta go double check.
Yeah. Kids, am I right?
It's a puppy is the problem, you know.
Yeah.
I keep telling my mom she should not have bought that dog. She's like, no, I know exactly what I'm doing. And like the whole time she's like, I hate this dog. I'm like, yeah, we know. But anyway, I'll be right back.
All right, bro. All right. So while Joe is gone, what we're doing right now is just seeing if we can build up some shapes, right? Essentially, I want to start giving the illusion that there is moss on these tree branches. And this is just the first layer of it. So as we get further into the piece, I'm gonna start putting like darker greens and shadow shapes and stuff like that. And even with the brown, like I'm gonna be adding some darker browns too. I would really assume that it's going to be in a lot of the joints and a lot of the top pieces of the branches.
All right, I'm back. I'm sorry about that.
It's all good.
Let's see. I gotta catch up on everything. Opportunity says, LOL, I may have spelled it wrong. Ellie says, I thought it was remark, spelled like an actual remark.
It's a
Joseph
Q.
says that, yeah, most people spell it remark. And Ellie says, that's what I thought it was. So, yeah, back in December, my mom decided to go visit my brother down in Texas. And she's been talking about getting another dog. You know, my dog is really old and it needs a playmate. No, it doesn't, Mom. It does not need a playmate. But I think it really needs. So she has a pug, and so she decided while she was down in Texas visiting my brother, because we were trying to tell her like she doesn't need another dog. Mom, you're already having a hard enough time affording one dog. You got to take it to the vet. You got all the specialized food you got to get for it. You got these vitamins. You know, you got the grooming. You got all this stuff to do with the dog. You know, and I mean, and you barely have time for it. Plus, you don't like getting up and taking the dog outside, and she's old enough that like her hips are going out, so she has to have help going up and down the stairs to get outside. And even my mom at her age, she is having hard times getting up and down the stairs. So it's just like I'm like, Mom, you don't need another dog. So while she's down visiting my brother's like, yeah, you should get another dog.
Brother ain't no help.
And so she's like, I paid $200 and I got a brand new pug. It's a purebred. She gets up here and she's like, Mom, that is not a purebred. It's half pug, half chihuahua. But you still paid $200 for it, so good times. So, and it is destructive. It is as soon as it wakes up to the point where it goes to sleep, it's on crack. It doesn't slow down. It jumps all over everything. It pulls everything down. It tears everything up. It's just
sounds more like a cat than a dog.
It's like a kangaroo. Even when she took it to the vet, the vets were like, we've never seen a dog in the whole time we've ever been here. We've never seen a dog jump this much. So yeah, Ellie says it's a chug. Yeah. or it's a Pugwawa. Zachary Pierce, welcome in.
Welcome
Gator
in.
300 back. So is Escobanas. Welcome in.
Thank you for joining. Welcome to the show. Well, that sounded a little aggressive. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show. Stick around this time. Anyway, Ellie says Boston Terrier Pug is a bug. Or it's a Puston Terrier. But yeah, you can call it whatever you want. But my mom named it like Button. It's so cute. It's cute as a button. And I'm like, Mom, no. This dog just knows how to push everybody's buttons. Oh yes, I know exactly what a Boston Terrier is. That's why I said it's like a pug Boston Terrier swimming around. So instead of a Boston Terrier pug, it's a pug Boston Terrier. So it's not a bug, it's a Puston Terrier.
This is the slow part for me, especially since I have so much more than Martian Manhunter.
Yeah, well, this is a lot more going on in the background, that's for sure.
Oh yeah. Why?
I was just thinking about you earlier. It's going to be a quick show.
It's gonna be a quick show. That was the April Fools.
I know it was. You got me. Otto Savage, welcome in. Ellie says, have either of you seen Supernatural? I've watched
I
maybe
used to
10 minutes
watch
of
it.
it.
I used to watch it. I
By
used
the
to
time
watch it.
I just don't watch that much TV, period. So I just don't have time to watch TV. I think I maybe watch a total of like 2 hours of TV a week, and it's all like with my son. You know, watching a couple of different animes here and there. So that's not that I don't like watching TV. I grew up watching like 18 hours of TV a day. You know, and I knew like every show that was on TV just by osmosis. But I just now it's just like when I get home, I don't turn on the TV unless it's to watch the weather because I pick up the pencil and I start drawing. Or I start dinner. So, Ellie says, do you remember the episode where Sam wakes up over and over on Tuesday? No, but I did see that movie called Groundhog Day. Joseph says, wish Winchesters would have had a second season. And then Ellie says, be right back.
You scared her off.
Well, I was going to say she's probably mailing that pipe bomb to me by now.
Yeah.
Which I wouldn't blame her.
What time is it?
It is 8:46 my time.
All right. Are you ready?
Sure.
I want to make sure that you get out on time. So here's the start of where we're at with this. We got some tree added. I'll be doing some. So I'm gonna be going in with like darker browns. PB 95. No, it's 88, which is the darker one.
So you said you work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. What time do you
Mm-hmm.
work on Friday?
Till 7:30.
Do you want to do a late show?
Yeah, if you were done.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. I mean, give you an opportunity to either finish this or start some maggot.
Yeah.
Trust me. I mean, I don't want you thinking I'm holding you back because I don't want
Oh
that at
no,
all.
no, I didn't think
But
that
I
at
mean,
all.
honestly, taking off like tomorrow and Thursday helps me actually get some drawing done on my side.
Yeah.
Just says I wish I could afford this one.
No, I
Did you?
appreciate it.
I was gonna say, did you hear that, D?
I did. Thank you. I'm sorry. I was just locked
No,
in at not messing up.
no. For a hot second, you kind of like hiccuped on the stream.
Did I?
Yeah. So I wasn't sure that what we said came through.
I do want these. I want these covers to sell. I think. I think they're worth it. So we'll see what we can get. What we can make happen.
Okay. I'll be honest with you. I had no idea that these covers went for so much money.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's not a dig on anybody. I mean, that literally, it's just I never thought. You know.
Bro, I was on, and again, not to compare, but I was on Todd Beach stream, and I was
Uh-huh.
like, man, he was doing the cover looked dope. It was sick. I ain't even gonna lie. I was like, bro, this is gonna you're gonna be doing covers for like $500 soon, and the one he was working on was going for 550.
Oh my lord.
Like that's how much it was sold for. I was like, God, Chokes came in and said that my price was too low.
I know he did. I know, and then Chokes was like, if he can sell one for 100, you could do better. And I was just, and like I said, I still have. I think my problem is I'm old, and so sometimes I see the price of these things, and I think like how much stuff cost in the 80s,
Yeah,
you know. And
yeah,
so like, so sometimes I think that's my problem, you know.
yeah.
Joseph says his stuff is so expensive. I'll never get a Todd Beats.
Man,
John Bueno, welcome in.
I've gotten a few pieces from him, and even the pieces that I got was like 275.
Oh Lord,
Yeah,
Bobby
bro.
Resin 3D print, welcome in, man. You forgot to say, hey Bobby, how's it going?
Welcome, Bobby. Bobby Resin. I'm happy that you're here, fam.
Sorry about that, Bobby. He was in the zone.
Yeah,
Joseph says, degrade your stuff is so worth 150 bucks.
thank you.
I mean, and honestly, I know like I sell my stuff like, like I think my stuff's fairly priced, you know, and I know like sometimes my kids ask me like how much I sold stuff for, and I tell them, they're like, why so little? And I'm like, because I'm new to the game. I mean, you can't just like walk in like like Elon Musk and say, hey, here's my electric car, give me $90,000.
But why
You
can't you?
know, well, because I think you kind of got to get your product out there so people can actually see like, oh, is it pretty good or is it not? I mean, in a way, I think you kind of got to test the waters.
I think if
So
you I think if you have one piece that looks dope, the right person's gonna pay whatever.
yeah, I agree with that, but at the same time, I still don't like want to rip people off. I don't want people to feel like they're getting hosed. Bobby Resin says, "Are you working on the Black Panther?" Question mark.
Yes,
And then
sir.
Joseph says, "Start small and grow." Yeah.
Yes, sir. Black Panther.
Joseph, just so you know, that's usually the advice my girlfriend gives me. Don't worry, Joe. You'll be fine. It starts off small, it'll grow.
She calls you little buddy all the time. Hey, little
Yeah.
buddy. If I ever gave advice to somebody, I would say price your product, whatever it is, at what you want, at what you feel. And if it doesn't sell, you can always put it on sale, right? But people
Yeah.
look at you funny if you start off with your prices really low and reasonable, and then you discover your worth and you start raising your price. They don't like that.
So I'm going to use like some degrades, like a degradesism that I heard the other day, and that was when somebody was talking to him about commissions. He actually said, like, hey, I'm in demand now, and so I don't have a whole lot of time for commissions, so now I have to charge a little bit more. Am I wrong?
No, you're not.
Papa Smitty says, Joe, I either want Holocaust or Magneto in a purple outfit with no helmet in May, possibly. Birthday piece. Also, I want a piece in May from D to buy. Holocaust or Magneto in purple. I'm going to write this down. As a birthday piece. Holy moly. So when you're saying the purple outfit for the Magneto, are you talking about the one like where he has like the giant white M on his outfit, or are you talking about like the red and purple? Okay, yeah, okay. I want to double check. When he was first coming out as part of being of the X-Men the first time around. Gotcha. Joseph says, plus, like you could always have a special show for discount covers.
Yep.
Welcome to my show. Today I'm going to inflate my prices.
Sometimes if you like that.
Yeah. Like I said, I think I'm fine where I'm at right now. I haven't sold any of my big pieces. I've sold a couple of small ones. And I sold some cards. So to me, I think that they're probably, in the right area. Let's see. Papa Smitty says I probably would want hardware in May from D, after Magnet, of course. And Joseph says, who's on the raid train? Sorry, I had to drink some water there. It was kind of coming back on me.
I'm not. I haven't done the raid train yet.
I have not done a raid train. Papa Smitty keeps talking to us about it. I don't have a problem doing it. I just gotta get content for it. I know I've got like 3 commissions that I gotta bust out before I even start looking at additional content for the other stuff. Now I've got potentially something else to do for Papa Smitty in May. So Papa Smitty says, I'm kicking it off and have another show later in the train. So he's gonna bookend it.
Yeah, I think Smitty, you even like picked up a shift, right? Or a slot. Did I mistake that?
He says, yep. He says, yep.
Yeah.
Papa Smitty, do you want the Magneto and the Holocaust? Do you want them on like the 9x12? I think he's thinking about it. Are you more comfortable at that size? I don't mind doing 9x12. I also don't mind doing the 17x14. I might even somewhere around here have, yeah, I've even got some 11x17. I just picked up that pad, so I've got that one sitting right here too. So, I mean, I don't mind doing larger pieces. I prefer I prefer larger pieces over doing like those tiny little cards. So. But I'm not asking about what I'm comfortable with. I'm asking what you want. Because whether you know this or not, Papa, the reason why I got a whatnot with D is because he is helping me push my boundaries. So it's not about me being comfortable. It's about me trying to get you what you want. I like the way all that color's coming out, dude.
Thank you.
I wasn't sure how you're gonna do the moss, but it definitely looks mossy. I mean, it's really, really cool.
Thank you. I haven't even finished yet. We still just kind of.
I know.
We just
Trust
kind
me.
of chilling
Like you
with it.
said, I was exactly what you said, dude. Trust in the process, and now I'm already starting to see it paying off. Let's see. Popsmith says 9x12 would be cool. I know if it's Holocaust, it would be like fire effects on his hands and background. Okay. So. And do you want like a full body character, or do you want just like the upper torso and stuff, or like the Magneto kind of stuff? Maybe have the paper look as if it's burning. Boy, I don't know how to do that, but I mean, I guess like burn the edges of it. I don't know. Have the paper look like it's burning. Lord, how do you do that? D, I'm gonna have to brainstorm with you on that one.
Got you.
Pumpkin says, I like your half torso designs for Blue Marble and Magneto. All right. I mean, those are honestly pretty easy. So. Yeah, I'll start goofing around with those here in a little bit. Like I said, I got 3 commissions right now that I'm working on. Then we'll see how fast I can get things knocked out. I got. He says, "What commissions am I doing?" I am working on another set of turtle cards, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and a Nightcrawler card. I have a friend of mine who wants me to do a commission art piece for her husband for his birthday. And I have a guy that I work with that wants me to do a commission piece for his brother. Yeah, so I know the commission piece for my friend, for her husband. He wants, going back to like that G.I. Joe one I had, he wants to do like a Destro. She wants to have like Destro sitting kind of like looking at like the viewer, kind of with a smile on his face. And Baroness standing behind him with her boobs kind of like are wrapped around his head on his shoulders, polishing his chrome head. And I'm like, I've never done anything like that, but I'll give it a shot. And then the other one is for a friend of mine. They have a friend of theirs that bought like a building, and nobody knows in that little town what he bought the building, what he's going to do with it. So they all thought like he's probably going to like open a strip club, which he's not. But it's just like an inside joke. So they want me to draw like this, like a kind of like a chick in a bikini. Let's see, Papa Spinny says, do you guys think we could get at least 40 people in our raid to start?
I can't even get 40 people in my show. So I don't know. I'm not sure.
I have no idea. I know
it's possible, but I'm just saying.
I've seen some people talk about like when they get like 90 people in there, and I'm like, I think the last time, like my last show, I think we got like 10, right?
Yeah, but are you talking like unique customers? You know?
I don't know. Papa Smitty says me either. That the rates hit different. Joseph says I'm going to hype the raid on my fundraiser show.
Oh, nice.
So I know for a fact that like on Joseph's fundraiser show, I think it happens like Joseph. What time on Saturday? Like it's not this Saturday; it's the 12th. I know that. Okay, you're starting at 10 a.m. All right, I thought you were starting after, but that's fine because that means that like I'm not going to be overlapping one way or the other. So I thought like if you were after me, then like I would just take everybody I haven't rated into yours, but that's perfectly fine. So I'll make sure I'll be there to watch your show. Faust Meeting says you're guaranteed a lot of people in Duke's raids. Joseph says going all day, I think. Well, I'll be there for a couple of hours. I don't know who Duke is.
He's the one that hosts the raid trains, the like actual raid train.
Faust Meeting says I'll haul at him for ideas to get people. I like that dark green around the limbs because it kind of gives it a more kind of like growth or whatever it is going on around it.
Thank you.
RLXO, welcome in. Jade the Cat over on YouTube says, yo, what's good?
What's up? What's up? I want to do more in the middle, but I gotta approach it like properly. You know what I mean?
Yep. Papa Smitty says the main thing is getting more followers because new people will show.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. All right, Joe. I think we're going to stop it here.
Yeah, I gotta really start. I mean, so I'll be drawing like tomorrow and Thursday and Sunday.
Yeah.
And obviously I'll be drawing Saturday, but Saturday, I mean, I'll probably just be finishing up either the turtle cards or a Nightcrawler card.
Okay.
So I would be finishing those up.
Perfect.
And then my other stuff I'll be working off camera.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to, like, just in case my friend actually shows up, I don't want to ruin his birthday prize.
Right. For sure. All right. I just wanted to test out this corner to see how that would look if I did some background
It looks
stuff.
like that's going to be, the rest of the dude is going to look super, super awesome.
Thank you. It's definitely looking all right. All right, you guys. So thank you for visiting. We will end the stream right here and we will pick back up on Friday.
Oh my God! So he says, fellas, there's cabins near me that are cheap. How do you feel about an artist's retreat in 2026 or 2027? I would be totally down for that because I know Kay had mentioned something similar to that to like get like a bunch of whatnot people together and do like an artist retreat. We were talking about this the other day with Dee, and Dee's like, "Oh my God, do you know how much art we would get done?" And his wife is like, "None." So, I mean, right away. But I think it's a great idea.
I'm all for it, bro. Just let me know. All right, let's see if we can raid somebody.
Absolutely. And Papa Smitty, just know that like we'll be in contact. I'll be talking to you. All right.
All right, you guys. Thank you for joining. We'll see you guys on Friday. Peace.